Thanks. Yeah, I don't know anybody that doesn't want to improve their ball striking. In fact, how many of you at home want to improve your ball striking? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yeah, everybody in here is raising their hand. Well done by you guys. Okay, so how are we going to improve that ball striking? Well, the first thing that we have to understand is what improves ball striking. And that is understanding that when we come through the strike, the handle of the golf club, there will be a point in a swing where the handle is directly above the head. And what we want is we want the handle to be up above the head on the forward side of the body over here. We don't want it to happen over here. This is poor ball striking. This is weak distance. This is inconsistent strikes in the face. This is inconsistent shot shapes. This is consistent shot shapes, consistent distance, lots of smiles, lots of sunshine because you're not hitting it into the woods all over the place. How do we go about fixing that? Well, the first thing you have to understand is when I take the handle of the golf club and I put it directly over the head on the trail side of the body, my lead wrist cups. You can see the lead wrist cupping right there. When I take the handle and I now put it under the head or above the head on this side of the body, now my lead wrist bows. Big difference there. Now, how are we going to teach ourselves to do that? You're just one frisbee away. All you're going to do is you're just going to spend some time throwing a frisbee with your lead hand, probably your offhand. This is the one that's going to be with the one with the glove. And what we're going to do is we're just going to get some agility and some understanding of how the body is going to throw the frisbee this way. Well, clearly, I'm not going to throw the frisbee flicking my wrist back here. Don't do that, okay? It doesn't look good. Just stop that. You're going to do it like this. The body is going to rotate. The arm is going to expand off the chest. The wrist is going to continue to be bowed until it releases the frisbee. And then it's going to release to straight. Maybe cup, but the frisbee is long gone. So what we need to do is imagine that we're throwing a frisbee here. Let that lead wrist get bowed. Keep it bowed so that handle is directly above the head on the forward side of the body. And then let it go. Now, when I do that, what you're going to see is that golf ball is really straight, and it's probably going to go farther than I expected. Yeah, it's going to go over the target. And I did a really good job of making sure that lead wrist was bowed. That is going to help you. Now, another thing that's going to help you is this little device that I've built here, and you can do this with a chair or a table, anything like that. Maybe the back of the couch. Well, probably not the back of the couch because it's not good for the couch. But what you're going to do is you're just going to put the club, the shaft right there, and you're just going to saw that bar right there. I'm just going to saw it. And what you're going to see is when I do that, watch what happens to my wrist. You can see the wrist starting to change. And then as I start to come down and let it go, now the releasing of the energy is all happening up here. That's where the bottom of the arc is going to be. The hands are going to be at the lead thigh. And as I've done that for a little while, now I get a feeling that I'm not letting that handle stop back here and flip the head. I'm carrying that angle through into the strike. So we do the same thing, feel that, and there's another really clean strike. This one there might get the distance. Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take both of those and throw them together because the wrist is related to that angle retention. So as we start to get into the downswing, we feel that wrist kind of get bowed up. We feel that energy being released past the lead thigh. This one is going to go far. There's the strike. Let's just keep watching this. This one's not going to come down until next week. Okay, it's next week. Welcome to next week. Ball landed. So use that frisbee. Practice spending some time on a chair or a bar or something like that to get you to understand how to keep that angle as it comes down to the strike. And when you do that, you're going to improve your ball striking, you're going to shoot lower scores, and you're going to have so much more fun. Back to you guys.